In our last episode, we had fun with family down in Phoenix, Arizona, and then made a mad dash north to check out the Lassen Volcanic National Park. This time around, we zigzag our way north through ancient volcanic activity and end up at the Lava Beds National Monument. Shortly after leaving the Lassen Volcanic National Park, we came across this place.
We're gonna go check out a cave. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I freak out because I'm really claustrophobic.
Oh. Average cave temperature, 46 degrees.
Freezing.
It is freezing. Should we bring jackets?
I feel like I'm tough. I feel like I can handle it.
Going in the subway cave. See how this goes. I have a feeling Brenda's gonna freak out.
No, I hope I don't step on the heads of small children. I'll feel really bad.
This is looking exciting already. The subway cave is roughly 1/3 of a mile long, and we were going in.
This is pretty cool. Look how big this cave is.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh my goodness. It's like mine tunnel.
Roughly 20,000 years ago, the ground opened up and huge amounts of lava poured out. Are you scared?
A little bit. It's getting narrow. I didn't agree to it being narrow. It's pretty cool though.
That lava flowed north for about 16 miles and covered the floor of Hack Creek Valley. Left behind in its wake was a series of caves and tubes, with Subway being the largest.
It's actually,
yeah, it's really cold in here. It's like air conditioning. The roof caved in. Don't say dead. Pretty awesome. Right out the side of the road. Who knew? Okay, saw the caves. Now we got to figure out where to go next.
I need reception.
Yeah, we have no phone reception. Going the old school way with a map. But it looks like there's some state parks with some waterfalls.
I think it's a good plan.
And rough. On our way to see the waterfalls, we took a bit of a detour and ended up way out in the boonies. Made it to the top of Soldier Mountain. Soldier Mountain! It's a fire lookout up there. And because we were smack dab in the middle of California's wildfire season, there happened to be a firefighter on duty who gave us the grand tour of the lookout. Soldier Mountain.
Right there, there's Big Lake. And that's a normal spot because it's a lava field, pretty much gets a lot of lightning. So you'll find it and we'll be able to basically get a lat and long or a section, township, and range to relay to dispatch so they can get units on the ground in there.
Cool. After the grand tour, it was time to find a home for the night. There it is, home sweet home for the night, in the middle of nowhere. Supposedly there are bears here. Good night. Okay, it's another day. Trying to figure out where to go. We have no plans really, except we're down here somewhere by, over here, somewhere by Mount Shasta. And on our little map, there's some pretty exciting little things. Lava flows, Glass Mountain, some caves.
So off we go.
Gonna check it out, it's gonna be great. And then we took a detour and ended up here. We're going hiking. We just saw the McCloud River Falls sign on the side of the road. So we're gonna go check it out. Got geared up. It's about 4 miles.
We're from Seattle, we have to have the gear.
We're gonna go check this out. And then we'll be off to the volcanic area which we were going to originally. But that's the beauty of this trip. We have no place we need to be and nothing we really need to see. I guess I'm already lost. Going the other way. I don't know, where does the hike start? We're lost already. Alright, we're going this way. But the beauty of this trip, we've got no place we need to be, nothing we need to see. So we're gonna go check out everything. After a short and easy hike, we made it to the lower falls. And after a little bit more of a hike, we made it to the bigger falls, which was pretty crowded with people.
And on the way back, we found this little treat right in the middle of the trail.
That's bear poop. Where there's poop, there's bears. It's a good thing I put all the bacon in Brenda's backpack. Made it. Off to something else.
On our way to the volcanic area we were searching for, we took a bit of a wrong turn, wound our way through the forest, and ended up here.
We're in Medical Lake, somewhere in northern central California. Back through those trees is a lake. We're gonna go swimming. But before we do that, I thought I'd show you some stuff that we got to make this road trip possible. Since we're gonna be doing this for a few months, it's gotta be somewhat comfortable. Got a rooftop tent. It's on the rooftop and it's a tent. Makes sense. Little house for a shower. Just because we live in squalor doesn't mean we have to smell like it. And we got a house for bugs, or to keep the bugs out. Because even though we like being outside in nature, we don't like bugs. And that's that. Now we're going swimming. Frogs everywhere.
After a refreshing swim and a pretty nice night at Medical Lake, we were back on the road.
Okay, it's another day. Trying to figure out where we're going, just like normal.
We gotta figure out where we're at.
Yeah, that's step number one. Where are we?
We bounced our way through the woods and then got a little lucky.
All right, we think we know where we're going. Actually, we think we know where we're at, which is even better. And we're going to the Lava Beds National Monument. We made it! We made it! All right, we're at the, where are we? In the Lava Beds National Monument. We love these kind of places. Get to see cool stuff, but we also love them because we get to learn about stuff. So, since we knew we were traveling through a bunch of geological hotbeds, so to speak, picked up a couple of books. Geology for Dummies, that's mine.
And this is mine.
Brenda,
These are dork books.
Brenda's got the National Audubon Society Rocks and Mineral Guide.
Big ear and rock.
So we get to learn about stuff while we're here, which is kind of cool. It's nice to know why the stuff looks like it does, how the rocks are made. Otherwise, we'd just be sightseeing.
And then we were off to see the Mammoth Crater.
Lava came out of here and flowed for 10 miles. And in that 10 miles is the largest known amount of lava tube caves in the whole United States. Pretty cool. We're gonna go check them out. Okay, I gotta get some permits to go in the caves and gotta get decontaminated. Whatever that means. All right, we're on the Cave Loop Road. Tons of caves out here. We're gonna go find one we can go through. We got our permit. We got all decontaminated with some handy wipes. Guess that works. We're going to start on some easy ones so Brenda doesn't freak out.
It's true.
She doesn't like to be in enclosed spaces. Okay, going in. It's the Sentinel Cave. It's gonna be scary.
It's one of the easiest ones. If I freak out here, this is really sad.
It looks pretty cool though. Down we go.
Lava Beds National Monument sits on the north side of the Medicine Lake volcano. These lava tube caves formed between 10,000 and 65,000 years ago from various eruptions from that volcano.
How you doing?
Okay.
Panicking?
No, don't talk about it.
This cave is about a half a mile long. It's a big one.
As the lava from those eruptions flowed, the outer layer cooled and solidified.
Not sure how much of this will show up on this camera, but it's pretty incredible down here. The fact that we can just walk around here without a guide, it's pretty awesome.
Once the eruption stopped, the still molten lava drained from the solidified shell and left behind these lava tube caves.
We made it out. Whew.
Brenda was panicking almost.
No. I knew there was an exit. I was good. I did almost trample small children to get out, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that was awesome. Got some huge caverns in there that I'm sure don't show up on the video, but it's really cool. And the fact we can just walk around. No guide. The trail's pretty easy, when in fact that there's an actual trail. Pretty cool.
Since we made it out of the first one alive, we were off to check out some more.
Here goes nothing. This one's got lights. These are lava sickles. It's low. Oh. This one's the Skull Cave. Not sure why it's called the Skull Cave. This one's huge.
We wandered through a half dozen caves and then decided to see what was above ground.
About to see the Black Crater.
The Black Crater is a relatively young spatter cone at just over 3,000 years old. It's surrounded by interesting rock formations and some pretty vibrant colors.
That's cool.
And from the top of the cone, you can see the site of the 1872 and 3 Modoc War, where the famous Captain Jack made his last stand. And just outside the main area of lava flows lies Petroglyph Point, which holds the largest collection of Native American petroglyphs in all of California, some dating to over 5,000 years old. But that's about it for this episode. We'll see you next time.